We think it's Monday. It's about 6:30. Looks like a dismal, dreary old day. And we're heading down to breakfast.
Yes,
and
just have a look at brekkie. No good. We're just going to go for a walk, take some pictures and video.
And I'm thinking we'll be going for a walk and taking some pictures. That's what you call positive thinking.
From the Chinese history.
This is amazing. We're in the middle of traffic.
Servicing is the measurement.
And these buses just pull U-turns. So we're pulling a U-turn.
They're all been standardized together. So this is the reason until now. And China still becoming to
We've held up traffic. That bus in front of us just did the same thing.
So 1, 2, 3. These 3 things you know, actually was the 3 best things done by the.
What up?
Crouch down more, because I got your blue. So this is a firing kiln? So this is the reproduction area. Pardon me? Yep. Then they'll nail us at the end with how much they are. Wow. There's just the clay sitting waiting. 58,000 for this fella.
Is that all? Let's get 2.
Actually, it's not as expensive as I thought. He's 58,000 RMB or yuan.
We can get one of these, darling. Imagine that with me with my head there and sitting on top.
Do we have to?
I know, pass down for my children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren.
It's just stunning. Oh, sorry. The workmanship is just amazing. And that's jade inlaid in there. Or mother of pearl. Yeah.
So this is 24,800 yuan. Divide that by 4.
So that's $8,000. 24. No. This one is 3-dimensional. And it is 18,800 yuan. So that's about almost $5,000 Australian.
See?
That's right.
You get
There's
little
little chairs
seats
underneath
to
it.
have your tea.
Yes, I could happily take some of this home. Stacking tables. Aren't they beautiful?
We're falling behind.
Wow, 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 wow.
88,000.
Mountains and waters.
Are you ready?
That meaning good
Yeah.
feng shui, yin and yang.
Yeah.
That meaning this is a mountain is very strong and durable, and the water is flows. That meaning money is coming and your life is happiness.
Yeah.
This is good feng shui meaning yin and yang.
Yeah.
Briefly, that's okay. Briefly interest. Later, you have interesting. You can check the internet about the how more meaning. Okay,
Yeah.
that's good wishes for you. Bless you.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. And then we have a detail introduce about this about English.
Yeah.
English was also pretty.
Right.
张大千. This one, crane is our national bird.
Bird, yeah.
And palm tree, together with the sun. That's meaning longevity and long life.
Okay.
Yeah. Special. Longevity, long life.
And so much impressive stuff.
If only we had the room.
Yes, if we had the room.
19,000 divided by 4.
So that's
Just under 5.
just
right?
under $5,000. That's not bad. Oh, look at this. It's only 13,800 yuan.
Divided by 4.
Cheap at twice the price. And we already have one of those.
We do.
There's just so much stuff. So Andy came up with a tour for us to do tomorrow, not with the group, because we're not interested in the Kung Fu stuff, and it was going to cost us 600 Australian dollars. So instead we bought...
So instead we thought we'd be smart, so we bought stuff here
Yeah.
to commemorate our trip. So we spent $36,000.
No, we didn't.
No, about
About 400.
$400.
But again, so now we've got really good quality souvenirs of the Great Wall and of the Terracotta Warriors.
Well, not really of the Great Wall.
Yeah, the Great Wall we've got.
The beautiful jade piece.
We got the jade pieces. Boutique room, I think that's the very expensive room.
That's very expensive.
I don't think we
room.
go in there.
Very well. Yeah, Emperor on this side. Don't worry for people sitting on the right hand side. Later on, Emperor will be on right. Yeah, trees and everything covered, called Goddess Mountain. On the left hand side have the Yellow River. Remember the Yellow River pass by? So mountain here, river here. This is Emperor's hometown. Emperor specially chosen here for his future life. He want to bury it. He want to stay in underground here because this is also central China. You know the map of China? Have you checked the map of China? Xi'an was in the center of China. Exactly where is the exactly center? Right here, right in this mountain area. So you see the beautiful mountain and beautiful river, good decoration. Chinese people pay attention to feng shui. You know feng shui. Feng means the wind, shui means the water, right? Feng shui means the location. Where are you building your palaces? Where are you building your tomb? Where are you building for your future? So that is where the emperor choose. Emperor choosing here, building the very huge mausoleum. We will see his mausoleum very soon. A big one. 720,000 people. 720,000 people make the big mausoleum for emperor for 38 years. Started when he's 13 years old until 50. 13 years old he become the king. 50 years old he died. So he be the emperor and the leader. King and emperor together 38 years. So tomb building for him 38 years. Inside the underground tomb he have a palaces. A lot of treasure, gold, jewelries all inside. Terracotta army is the guarding army, guarding the emperor. Oh, look at here. On your right, can you see the beautiful statue? Remember just now I see emperor will be on your right. Emperor everywhere. Sometimes he on the left, sometimes he on the right.
We'll get him on the way home.
So he is everywhere. Emperor and the beautiful statue. Concubine. Then you can also see the goddess. You see the goddess statue over there? Very pretty, very fantastic goddess. Because this mountain is called the Goddess Mountain. Goddess, just over there, right? Goddess Mountain. Yeah. The cable car? Yeah. Cable car go to the top. You see, on the way on the top, there was a temple. Can you see the temple? Very far, very far. That's Goddess Temple.
So we're just heading down the road to the actual Terracotta Warriors pit sites. Managed to spend a little bit more money getting some souvenirs. Looking forward to this. I have read about these for decades actually, and this is one of those moments where you're just getting it all together. Really excited about this. Oh, and by the way, there are some patches of blue starting there. Look at I don't know if you can see, instead of it just being an all of fog, there is some patches there where it looks like it's sky.
In the left-hand side, in the very big farmland, you can see in the middle of the farmland there was a handmade hill. We call it a man-made hill, the mausoleum for Emperor Qin. Very big, very large, huge mausoleum. You can tell obviously that one is man-made, was not made by the natural. It's coming out. Did you see that? Yeah, 10 o'clock direction. 10 o'clock direction on the left-hand side. Did you see that? Yeah,
that hill.
Very big hill. This hill, you can tell in the standing in the middle part of the big farmland. So you know, this tomb was Emperor Qin mausoleum. Even now, Emperor still buried inside. He's living in his underground palace. In the underground palace, he have every treasures, all the treasure, all the special objects, all buried with him. And he need everything go with him in the future. He need army to protect it. That's the reason he made Terracotta army, located 1.5 kilometer east part of the mausoleum. That's right now where we are going. So now you get the whole background. Terracotta army, it was the guarding army, guard the emperor's mausoleum. Yeah, emperor mausoleum until today never been opened. You know why we never opened the mausoleum? One of the reasons, underground we have the mercury. You know the Mercury River. Some people heard about the underground tomb. There was the Mercury River. They make the very big, you know, the city, the palace. Around the palace have the moat, river moat. Inside the river moat, that is the water. Another water is a mercury. Even now, archaeologists do detection in the modern way, infrared detection, and you know the X-ray diffraction. We check underground mercury activity. Mercury River, the shape still underneath. So that's amazing, incredible. Yeah, and the whole area today, the government not allowed building any building, no modern building. You see, this part is very close to the Xi'an. How come this part never be developed? Like last night, we're driving from Beijing here. I'm sure you see a lot of high-rise building. Even you're driving far away, still high-rise building. This part is so close to the big city. How come this part just like countryside? Yeah, never, because it was not allowed to do some construction here. We know underground, we still have a lot of things. Yeah, so now they only planted the pomegranate trees. You see a lot of trees, pomegranate. Oh, got pomegranate trees over there. So that's good for the, you know, the archaeological work. During the last 40 years, archaeologists already do the excavation. We find, you know, more things. For example, 1974, local farmer dug in a well. We find the Terracotta army. And then 1980, we find the Emperor's garden. In the garden, we find these birds. You know, the birds made of the bronze, a chicken, swine, ducks, you know, different things. And then 1990, we find Emperor's parking. In the parking lot, we find his BMW. That's made of the bronze. We call the bronze chariots. Bronze chariots, yeah. So far, those kind of bronze utensils, the bronze ducks, chicken, swine, and also bronze chariots, they still doing the repairing work because they were a little bit broken. So we still try to put them back together. But we can see the picture. In the museum, we also have an exhibition room. Exhibition room, that shows the temporary exhibition, some new archaeological work discovered around the mausoleum. So that's amazing. So later on, in the Terracotta Army Museum, we will see all this. You can get a big surprise. And also you can understand, actually, we still have more between the Terracotta Army and the mausoleum, because it's 1.5 kilometers. So we still have more things going to be digging out. Yeah. And so you can see all the, you know, all the view, and you know how is the whole background. It's fantastic. Yeah.
So that's the
very
mountain.
soon we will go in the, the park.
So this is the Emperor Qing statue. Emperor Qing statue. You can take a picture, and many people say, oh, Emperor Qing. Emperor Qing, very modern man, very modern.
There, we got you beside Emperor Qin, honey. You and the Emperor.
These
Look, guys, blue sky. It does exist in China.
We always find the weather good. This is called magic. Magic, because Emperor Qing is here. Yeah. Okay, hello.
And there will be 100,000 visitors go through here today. Every day, 100,000 visitors. So I'm assuming we'll sort of have the place to ourselves. So now our exciting thing is we're going to the toilet. All of us, all together. Woohoo!
With the blue tile.
You see the bird? Be civilized. Do not litter and keep this. Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Lovely, peaceful garden.
It's nice, yeah.
Yeah. I like it because it's natural looking. It's not totally, manicured. Oh, okay. So that's a pomegranate tree up
Yeah,
there.
with the flowers in.
That's a pomegranate tree. So we're already in the archaeological area.
And then 6,000 warriors in this building. So when we go in, we can have a picture first. End of the building, there was 3 exits. That's an influence.
I've seen it on the Netflix thing. Yeah. I'll tell you about that.
So this is pit 1,
Pit 1.
which is the.
Army, 6,000.
I thought pit 1 was the commanders. So this is the generals and the commanders and all that, isn't it? It's very hard to this cram-packed full of people. And of course nobody will give an inch. Fair enough, once they get a good spot, they just stay there. So here we go. So these guys are all the infantry.
功能之一啊，让他们站立得更稳。然后他们再看脚底下，就是青砖铺地啊，咱们说的青砖汉瓦，就是这些东西啊。
So right there in the red spot is where the farmer dug his well and discovered them.
It's really clear, you know what? The light camera's better than this. How did I got that? I'm just starting the spot. I'm just starting the
No todas han sido totalmente descubiertas porque el gobierno de China está esperando una tecnología mejor que los pueda restaurar en una mejor manera.
That's amazing.
Everyone taken?
These are moving.
See the picture here, pillar. You know the pillar? That means the supporter for the roof, supporter for the roof. Over here. Yeah. Some soldiers no hands because the hands are broken. Because of the beams collapse. Falling down, collapse. But every surgery needs 6 months.
So this is actually the surgery.
We can reconstruct it in 1 word, 6 months. So each archaeological team which have
Everyone has a different face. So the writing up there means standardized. Emperor Qin was the one who standardized everything in China, their units of measure, their language, their writing, and what was the other thing? Their currency.
And then you can also easily tell the roof level. And then these are the farming layer. Can you see the farming layer? Right. Farming layer nearly 3 meters, 4 meters. We are standing up. We are standing up from everything is underground. Yeah. The ground bottom, the Can you see the roof? Do you still remember in page number 1? We see the big beam, you know, the wooden beam. Every building. Not strong, you're right. Don't be started. Let the farming collapse. The beams.
Shine?
So those are 4 officers. They should be in a chariot. You can see the horses. but the chariot has rotted away.
Yeah.
So there's the toilets. I decided I don't need to go that badly once I got there. I shall reabsorb. Ooh, wow. Missed that step. She's taking pictures with her watch. Right there. This is impressive. So the chariots have rotted away. These took, I think, 8 years to restore these ones. We actually had a delicious lunch. It was really, really good. So this is, excuse me, tourist haven, shopkeeper haven. Get bombarded, buy this for you, cheap. And we're just waiting for, I don't know what. We'd just like to get going. We're supposed to be going to the train. And then we'll sit at the train station for 2 hours. And then a 2-hour train. Then an hour bus ride to the hotel. No idea.
What is it?
I don't know.
Center of China, very magic site. And then right in the middle, that's our, the mausoleum, the very huge, very big tomb. Oh, you see here, very soon, because you see that's another bus is just in front of us. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. Yeah, so everyone see that? Yeah, oh, make sure.
Oh, that's it.
Yes, she's right there. Famous. In Western countries, God created human being. Chinese one with your passport together. It can be a little souvenir because all the ticket is already on the passport. No problem. But just for
The sun is actually shining.
Yes, we've actually got sunshine.
I'm in the brown building. You mean the brown one up next to the brown one?
Yeah, no, the one behind the brown one, behind the brown one. Next to the brown one. You get it right, man. The one that looks at the freeway.
These are different color. Wow, exciting.
Color might be a bit of an exaggeration.
Yes.
Hue might be.
A different hue of brown.
Yes, mine's the brown one. Is that the one next to the behind the brown one.
Oh, yeah.
Now I know.
Not the taupe. No, not the taupe.
Yeah, no,
No. Oh, how foolish.
not that shit.
Yes, that's right. It's the baby shit brown one.
If you get a chance to see what's on the side, you go.
The Jag you're talking about?
No, the little car in front of it.
Tiny mini car.
I didn't see what it said.
If we don't go past the house,
No, they're
it's just red. It's just red. It said fresh meat.
Fresh meat.
wow. That would get a few honks of the horns down Pitt Street. No, it's gone. Really, really cool streetlights.
Well, after a bunch of pandemonium, we're on the train again. It's organized chaos, but rush, 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 push, push, push. And guess what? Look who I'm sitting with again. And Neil is with Marty.
Same company.
Look who's sitting together again as well. Trouble.
We got
Trouble.
Frickin' frack. They won me too.
I do feel sorry for really elderly people who are trying to do this because it's just push shove to get onto the train. You've got 5 minutes to get on. Just a sec. What's that?
All these apartments are like magnetic termite mounts. They're all in the same direction. They're all tall and steep. Yeah. Aren't they?
There you go.
Same but different.
Same but different.
Like all gold mines.
But anyway, as I was saying, it's really push shove to get in here. There's not enough room for luggage, so you've got to try cram your luggage up on overhead lockers that don't close. So to try stick a heavy suitcase up here, and so we've got a couple of elderly couples here that I'm a bit worried about them getting off the train, but we don't know where they are. And we've got 5 minutes to get off the train. If they don't get off the train, they'll end up in Shanghai. Everywhere there's construction. But we had a really good day with nice weather. Got a little bit sick of sort of being herded through souvenir shops and a lot of standing around. So for what we did today, which it's now 7 o'clock that we're finally on the train. We could have been on the train at 4 o'clock easily. So now it's 2-hour ride, so it'll be 9 o'clock before we get in. Then by the time we get up, get everybody herded together, get up, get to the bus, then an hour ride to the hotel. It's going to be easily 10 o'clock before we get into the hotel. But thank heavens, tomorrow's a rest day. We could do a tour, but it's not our cup of tea. It's a kung fu thing. So we're actually just going to enjoy a sleep in. to see them. Wind farms here in China. I thought you'd be impressed. Well, I don't know what river this is. I'll have to check this out. Excuse me, do you know what river this is? Do you know what river this is?
Yellow River.
It is the Yellow River? It's the Yellow River. There's a big bridge there. Wow. The infrastructure is really quite amazing.
To northwest, but we're not going to drive the cross the city proper. You know, today, 3-day holiday. China, this is big holiday. You know, China Dragon Boat holiday, and yesterday, you know, International Children's Day. So today is the last day for holiday. People everywhere, full people. Explain you which river they say is a beautiful river. That's why later we're going to drive a circle. We're going to drive on a highway. That's why in China, yes, same as yours. In China, most of people will have beer. We have Qingdao beer or no beer. So this is back. Okay, this one, 1550 RMB, 50 yuan, not Aussie dollar. Okay. This is for the beer and also the Coke Zero. Coke Zero, this is Coke Zero, too cold. This is 10.
It's amazing how well they do some things and how, I don't want to say shoddy, but what am I going to say?
Shoddy.
Shoddy, they do other things.
So we did really well getting off the train. Everybody looked after each other, and that was really good. Much better than last night with Rocky. Our new guide is Anna, just a little tiny thing. And I think she was impressed with how organized we were. We counted down the families as soon as we got anywhere, and we kept together, which was good. So this looks like a bus stop. And this is the city of Zhengzhou.
And this sound you're hearing is a cold beer.
Yes.
Look at that.
Look at that. And it's a Tsingtao.
Qingdao.
Tsingtao. Tsingtao. Okay.
Right.
Try her out. What's it like?
We'll give her the old taste test. Ooh, I think you'll like it. One of my lasting impressions of China are these high rises. Just
volunteer. I got two
out to space
already.
Dark, some of them uninhabited, others lights on.
All the three from
Just
our class, no
life.
Okay.
Just freaky. Well, it's 11 o'clock and we've just got into our room.
Another day of having fun and traveling.
Yes. I want to go home today. Not quite as salubrious accommodation, but it'll do.
It's better than the Ibis airport.
Yeah, that's right. Just a bunch of... Anyway, we're here.
There's a safe.
There is a safe, eh? Okay, well that's good. And there's actually an iron and an ironing board, which wasn't in the others.
Allow me to enter the screen. Stage left.
Okay, left stage.
Right, left, right.
So, cheers.
We're trying to get rid of our Belvedere vodka because we're in a province that when we leave the province, you can't have any open spirits. And so we had a drink the other night.
It's very nice vodka. It was
Smooth as.
I think we paid $74 at duty free, but it was 25% off or something.
It was $1 million.
But bit pissed off because unfortunately with Tripadale, everything is wonderful, but the dew's gone off the rose, or the bloom has gone off the rose, because they don't give you enough information, and they give you all of the information too late for you to do anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't get into our room tonight until 11 o'clock. Originally this morning we were going to be in here by about 7, and that's happened every day.
At least they're consistent.
At least they're consistent, yeah. But so they didn't tell anybody that we weren't going to get in here till late. We screwed around, wasting time today.
Figuratively.
Yeah, standing around doing nothing. And on the bus tonight as we're coming in, they tell us, oh, by the way, to take the fast train tomorrow or the day after, whenever it is we leave here, there's, you're not allowed to have any alcohol in your suitcase.
They didn't say in your system.
No, they didn't say in your system.
Yeah. Hence, Belvedere in a glass that's not quite designed for that.
Mm.
But it is what it is.
Mm.
So we saw the Terracotta Warriors, which is cool.
Yep, they were cool.
Mm.
Do you want to explain what the Terracotta Warriors are for people who don't know?
Well, again, I'm just going from sort of memory from whatever. Terracotta Warriors, probably the Qin Dynasty. Yeah?
Yep, Qin.
Yeah, that's what they say here. Yeah. Qin Dynasty,
yeah.
220 BC, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so this emperor wanted to have his burial thing with being guarded. Anyways, long story short, there's 6,000 or something like that of these Terracotta Warriors guarding him. And then we went from the pit 1, which that was...
Sorry, can I interrupt?
You will.
So originally, so what happened was back, when were they discovered? In
74 or
yeah,
something?
a farmer was digging a well, and digging his well, he discovered a Terracotta Warrior.
Boom! On top of the head of this thing, digging down.
Yeah, so as they excavated and checked them out, etc., they came across
more and more and more and more. So it just went. And I remember reading about this as a kid, which is really cool, which is one of the reasons I wanted to go there. So with our tour, there's 40 of us, and we had our tour guide, Rocky, and we're the Rockettes. So the first pit, the digging area, had these Terracotta Warriors, and some of them looked quite good, others were broken. So the way that the tomb where they bury these things were constructed, so it was wood on the top, which of course rotted over time, so then the soil crushed down, blah, blah, blah. So then you go from there to pit 3, they call it, and that's sort of the generals and the higher command and blah, blah, blah. From there to pit 2, and so Charn and I thought pit 2 was going to be the typical scene that you see with the chariots and the horses and blah, blah, blah. But it's basically just under excavation. So a bit of a letdown. Then we went to the temporary Emperor's Tomb exhibition. That we found quite good. So for me, parts of it were really, really good. Parts of it were understated. So I'm glad I went, fulfilled something I've always wanted to see. And, you know, Dad read National Geographics and stuff like that, so he would have loved it. I loved it, but I won't go back.
No, I'm really glad we did it. We're just on a little bit of a downer tonight, or I am. Yeah,
Yeah, Chanda's a bit, yeah.
I'm just a bit over being shuffled through souvenir shops just to get you to buy it and standing around.
And again, too, we all know the game because, I mean, the tour guide takes you to here, so he gets a kickback and they get this and Tripadale gets that, blah, blah, blah. You know, so the farmer that discovered this, and he was trying to dig a well, you know, good on him. And so China, the government told him he had to leave. They give him 20 yuan,
Yuan, yeah.
which is like $5 to get off this property. But he actually can sign books about the whole thing, and his signature costs you, so you got to buy the book to get his signature, so he's actually signing it. Apparently that's him, who knows. And it costs you 200 yuan to buy the book.
So it's $50 to buy the book. Of which,
And he gets 20 of that,
yeah.
Apparently. But then you go 3 shops down.
No, he doesn't get $20.
No, that's
he gets 20
yuan. So
yuan,
that's $5.
which is $5. Yeah.
But you go 3 shops down, there's a guy signing books. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you be the judge out there. I guess we're just sort of we're used to doing our own thing at our own speed.
Yeah.
And we're being pushed along and hustled. And I mean, I'd like to spend some time, my own time, taking pictures of flowers or trees or terracotta warriors. But I don't want to have to be, you got 10 minutes here. And so it's been really good.
Yeah, we've seen some amazing sites. It's been really good, but it's just now too much of, you got to be here, you got to be there, you got to be here, you got to be there.
So we have decided tomorrow, it's a sort of a rest day. Tomorrow is a rest day, but they've got a thing where you can go to the Kung Fu exhibition and the temples and things like that. We're not going to do that. We're just going to relax, and we're going to have some Belvedere.
And walk around, take pictures if you want to take pictures.
If I can see straight.
The things that irritate me are things like, for example, we have to hand in our passports at night for them to book us into the hotel. Totally understandable. And tomorrow morning, the people doing the tour get their passports when they go to do the tour. So I'm all, excuse me, what about us people who aren't doing the tour? How do we get our passports back? Because to do anything in China, you must have your passport. So we go anywhere tomorrow, we need our passport. And then it was almost like it was all too hard to get us our passports back. And you just think, you haven't thought this stuff through.
That's because they've already been sold.
Yeah, probably. Anyway.
Yeah. So there's the whinge for the day. Good. We had some great stuff and some mediocre stuff, and it's been good. We've had a great sort of few days traveling around, but big days. So we're actually getting into our hotels at least the earliest about 9:30 at night, and usually around 10:30 to 11.
And a lot of people are upset because they're not getting any dinner. So we find out at the last minute, oh, you're on a fast train. Yeah, you're on a fast train, but we sit at the train station for 3 hours waiting for the train when we could have been doing something else.
I'm so lucky I got a tapeworm. Don't need to worry about it.
Anyway, that's it.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Clink. So we'll report back. We're off to, we have a rest day, then we're off to Shanghai.
No, we're...
Another stop.
Yeah, no, we're doing Zhenjiao. We're going to a diamond factory.
Ooh.
So they will try to sell us a whole bunch of fake diamonds.
Yeah, so was it cubic zirconium?
I think it's zirconium.
Yeah,
and then that's supposed to be a half-day tour, but we don't actually leave on the train until, again, 6 o'clock. So they're going to have us sitting around twiddling our bloody thumbs for 4 hours. They'll just drag it out.
Yeah, they will.
And we'll get into our hotel room.
10:30.
10:30. So far we have had one dinner at night at a normal time, which is
and a bloody ugly KFC lunch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Don't get KFC in China.
No, we finally tried that. Anyway, let's just shut her down.
Let's do that.
Yep.
All right. Report tomorrow.
Yep.
Belvedere time.
Oh, hang on. I'll just... So, as an addendum, I know I was being a negative Nancy.
Not an appendix, but addendum.
Addendum. But forgot to say how the great things that we bought today.
Oh! We got some great stuff.
Actually, we got
Made
some.
in China.
No, but they're not made in China. Shit, or they might be, and we got conned in. But we bought some beautiful souvenirs from the Terracotta Warriors.
Can I speak now?
Yes, you may.
So Charna and I have decided that we're going to put our dollars into some really nice. Thank you.
You're welcome to get your beautiful visage.
Some really nice souvenirs of the trip.
Mm-hmm.
So today, I was the mule, and Charna picked.
And he does it really well.
Yes. So not the ass, but the mule.
Mm.
So we went to the Terracotta Warriors, where we got
what did we get? Yes, a set of the Warriors.
Of the Warriors, and because we were nice people, we got the Emperor
free. Which they wouldn't have done for anybody else.
Gosh,
just
no.
us. Just us.
And we're clippadeel people.
Yeah, clippadeel.
Clippadeel. And then we got the chariot. So the chariots are something that's really, really special. So the top of it's bronze, and there's little doors that open, stuff like that. So
the workmanship is really
it's really special. So we got one of those, and then the trifecta was a little lacquer screen thing.
Yeah.
But we got one that actually means something. So it's the Feng Shui.
Feng Shui.
Yeah. So it's about balance.
Yeah, yin and yang.
Yeah. I'm doing the China thing. Yeah.
yeah.
So
that's what the tour guides
So it's
do.
the mountains and the river.
Watch out with the sheet, honey. We don't want to scare people.
Oh, okay. So we've got this little lacquer thing, and it's lacquer. It's beautiful. So we spent some money today, as we did with the Jade Factory, but it's all really good quality souvenir stuff. So the money we spent today is actually less than the money that we would have spent to go on a tour tomorrow.
Yeah. And also what we have purchased does have certificates of authenticity.
And stamped on the bottom.
Yeah. No, but I do believe they